In November, Americans chose a new president, and they said they wanted to go in a different direction. Most of Wyoming elected to go on this path because they were tired of the top-down style of government that's become common in Washington. Our new president is certainly living up to his promise to make some changes, but I want you to know that I understand your concerns. I also understand that thousands of you did not vote for the president and believe your neighbors have made a mistake. I know the feeling. I had it 4 years ago when President Obama was reelected. I hear you and particularly regret circumstances that have made it difficult for some of you to reach me. The unusually high volume of calls, mostly from outside of Wyoming, is sometimes making it difficult for me to receive comments from my Wyoming constituents. In fact, the volume has caused Senate-wide problems with the phone system. This is an out-of-the-ordinary situation. I ask for your patience as the Senate works through the technological difficulties. Right now, contacting me through my web page seems to work best. My website allows me to sort through incoming messages easier, so I can prioritize Wyoming messages. Just go to enzi.senate.gov. I also want to assure you that my staff does pass on to me the messages you give them. I not only appreciate your efforts and willingness to participate in democratic dialogue, I expect it and depend on it. Thank you. I'm an old shoe salesman, and Diana and I have always put our customers first. We believe in customer service, even though we don't sell shoes anymore. We still strive to serve our customers, all the citizens of Wyoming. Never before have I had too many customers and had them all at the same time. Now, I believe the President of the United States and his administration should be given a chance to lead. Part of that's allowing him to make hiring decisions. There have been a few exceptions, but I voted in favor of the vast majority of cabinet and other nominees chosen by all presidents since I've served, including the nominees of President Clinton and Obama. I do not blindly do anything, and that includes voting with my party. Throughout my career, I have decided whether to support or oppose positions and policies based on what I believe is right for Wyoming and my country, regardless of the party in charge of either the Senate or the White House. I take into account the positions of others for and against, whether it is one person or 1,000 people. What I look for is different arguments. The same letter sent by 1,000 people shows a volume of concern, but it's just a single viewpoint. Then I make up my mind based on what I think will be best. I supported Betsy DeVos for Education Secretary. I think because of our discussion, she has a better understanding of rural and frontier education. She assured me and other members of the Senate and the public that she does not believe in mandating vouchers, that she is committed to students with disabilities and to enforcing the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, that she'll implement the laws that Congress passes, including the bipartisan education law that gives more power back to the states. And she believes in public education. I believe she will increase the flexibility for parents, teachers, and students in Wyoming to control their own destiny. Some of the other nominees, Jeff Sessions for Attorney General and Tom Price for Health and Human Services Secretary, for instance, I've personally known and worked with for years. I know them as colleagues, and I know them as people. I believe in their character and their abilities based on their actions. I imagine it seems that all we're doing in D.C. is fighting over cabinet nominees, but we are actually accomplishing some things that will help Wyoming. Congress has already overturned an Obama administration rule that could have limited surface mining, as well as overturning an Obama administration rule that disadvantaged oil and gas companies. Repealing these rules could make a real difference for our state and jobs for people in Wyoming. Virtually every vote I take disappoints someone because I have constituents on different sides of almost every issue. But what I do is listen and carefully make my own decisions. I believe that even if we disagree sometimes on how to get there, we all want to be what is best for our state and country and respect that. I value input from you and appreciate your position, even if it's contrary to my own. I hope you can appreciate mine, even if you think I'm wrong. I believe we all want what's best for Wyoming. We also should do our best to set an example for our children and grandchildren by being kind and civil and respectful to each other, especially when we have disagreements. Thank you again for reaching out to me to share your thoughts and opinions. I hope you'll continue to do so.